Hello students, today in this particular video we are going to study what are corresponding angles, what are alternate interior or exterior angles. So before studying that, let us quickly begin with the definition. Here what it is called parallel line. Parallel line means those lines which will not intersect each other in any direction. That if you can simply here observe that the gap in between will remain same in any direction you will move. So after that, one more thing that you must know before studying about corresponding angles, that is the transversal line. So transversal line is that particular line that will cross these lines or intersect both the lines. For example, it is intersecting this particular line at point, for example, let's say A, and it is intersecting this particular line at point this, for example, B. So here this is the transversal line and these are our parallel lines. Now in this particular diagram we will be framing our corresponding angles and alternate interior angles. For example, these are two parallel lines and I have drawn this particular transversal line over here. So here how many angles I can see? So clearly here is one angle. What is the definition of angle? This particular figure that is bounded by two sides or arms and have a common vertex. So this is called your angle. So here same positions we'll find out in this particular diagram. So here it is angle 1, it is another an angle, I name it 2, then it's 3, then it's 4. Now come here, it is angle 5, angle 6, angle 7 and angle 8. So this is simply I have provided some notations to these values. Now here the question arises, we'll start with the value that is interior angles. Which angles will be called interior angles? So this is my parallel line. So the angle in between this particular area will be called interior angles. So here what are interior angles? Angle 3, 4, 5 and 6. Keep that in mind. You may change these values, like you may write 4 over here, 8 over here. You have to keep this simple definition. What is interior? This closed figure will contain the angles will be called interior angles. So by following that method you have to derive your conclusion. You have to remember the definitions. Okay, so here these are interior angles. What are exterior now? Angle 1, 2, 8 and 7. That is the angle outside this figure will be called exterior angles. Now moving ahead, one word if I add to it. For example, now this time I ask you to answer me what are alternate interior and alternate exterior angles. So again, by definition I already get to know. For example, I am quickly writing over here what were the values. So for example, alternate, that means those are in opposite side. For example, if one value is here, other value is on right hand side of the transversal line, that will be called the alternate. So alternate interior I am saying. So interior angles are these values. So alternate will means 4 and 5. These angles are alternate interior angles. Now alternate interior angles, is there any other pair that can be called alternate interior? Yes, of course. That is angle 3 and 6. As because they are one on right hand side of the transversal line, one is on left hand side. And these are in interior side. So angle 3 and angle 6 are again alternate interior angles. If someone will ask you that what are alternate exterior angles, then again forget about these values. Now keep only in mind the exterior angles this time. So here 1 is on left hand side, 7 on right hand side. So angle 1, angle 7. This will be called alternate exterior angles, and again the pair angle 2 and angle 8. These are the pair of alternate exterior angles. Now moving ahead, I want to answer now what are corresponding angles. So here again I am drawing the same diagram so that you can relate all the figures in this particular one diagram. If I'll keep on changing the naming, so you may get confused. So here for corresponding means the angle that is having the same condition as the another angle have. For example, if my one angle is above the line, the next angle must be above the line. Now next condition is, if my one angle is on left hand side of the transversal line, the second angle must be on left hand side on transversal line. So here look at the diagram. So here it is my transversal line. What are the angles on left hand side? 1, 4, 6 and 8. Now again, the angle on upper side of this line is angle 1. Similarly, the angle on upper side of this line is angle 6. Again, listen carefully. It was my transversal line. These were the angles that were lying on the left hand side. Now again, the angle 1 is above this line and angle 6 is above this line. So they are following the same condition. That means angle 1 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. Now again, look at 4 and 8. It is below this line and angle 8 is below this line. So angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angles. Similarly, you can find out other corresponding angles over here. For example, this time I look at right hand side. On right hand side, these are the particular angles for me. Now above this line angle 2, above this line angle 5. So 2 and 5 becomes corresponding. Similarly, 3 and 7 will become corresponding angles. Now here the question arises, why I need to study all this kind of angles and all this confusion, why I'm supposed to indulge in all things. So here look at the questions that are provided in your exercises. So I have to simply keep in mind some facts and figures, and I can solve as many questions as I want related to this particular diagram. Now one more thing, you have already studied about vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are those angles that lie in front of it. So for example, this is my first angle, so this will become its vertically opposite angle. You have to keep in mind, for vertically opposite, the condition of straight line is there. Both are straight lines, that's why this and this angles are vertically opposite angles. So here is the answer of all those questions. So alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate exterior angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. We'll apply these things and we'll solve different type of questions in this particular exercise. For example, if I provide you this particular angle, for example, if I say it is 120 degree, can you find other angles now? Yes, you can easily find out. So here just simply apply all the things that you have learned so far. So here you learned about that alternate interior angles are equal. These things I provided to you. So it is 120 degree. Can you find the corresponding angles for this value? Yes, you can find out. Check out. So what is the corresponding angle for this value? Check out the conditions. It is lying above the line and it is on left hand side. So angle above the line on the left hand side, that is this particular angle is corresponding to this value. It is 120 degree. So this value will become again 120 degree only. Now the next condition, if I apply over here, I told you that vertically opposite angles are equal. So this is the vertically opposite angle. Now it will also become 120 degree. Now following the same method, this is 120 degree, it will also become 120 degree. Or you can cross check. You said that alternate exterior angles are equal. It is alternate and exterior as well. So these must be equal. So you got the same value. Now you can use your previous knowledge over here and you can easily solve all these questions now. So here, earlier you have learnt about what are linear pairs or the angles on the straight line. Angles on the straight line comprise the value 180 degree. So here you can see that it is a straight line. So the sum of these particular two angles must be 180 degree only. So if it is 120, what will be the value of this particular value? It will be 60 degree. You have to simply subtract 180 degree and 120 degree and you will get this value. Now it is easy. It will be 60 only, vertically opposite angles. Following the same method, it is again a straight line, so this value will be what? It will be 60 degree only, because it will become a linear pair. That is the angles on the straight line they are making. So it will give you value 180 degree. Now again this will become 60 degrees. So if you get to know a single value, you can find out all the values provided ahead of it. Or simply, if one more condition that you may apply on these type of questions is, if it is provided like one value is provided to you, it is 120 degree, and you are supposed to calculate this value. Now no need to calculate this one and then say alternate interior angles are equal, then you will find out. No need to do this. So here is one condition: the angles that lie on the same side of transversal line. For example, this is my transversal line. It is on left hand side and it is again on left hand side. So the sum of these values is 180 degree only. So directly I can calculate, I subtract 120 from 180 degree, I'll get the value that is 60 degree. Same rule is applicable on this side as well. It is again on right hand side, right hand side. Angle on the same side of transversal line, sum is 120 degree. So what will be the value of this value? If it is provided like 120 degree, can you calculate this one? Yes, you have to simply subtract this value from 180 degree and you can find out your answer. So on the basis of these particular definitions, you can easily solve your exercise related to these type of questions. So this was enough for this particular video. See you in next video. Tab tak ke liye bye bye.